This is an emergency message. More Karens have been detected in our system.
Sound the alarm! What's the dumbest thing you have ever heard? Whew. I could answer this myself. I drive for Uber on the weekends, and one time a girl who was in her late 20s told me that I was making her uncomfortable. I haven't said a word the whole trip, so I asked how I could make the situation better. She said she didn't like how I kept playing with the fidget stick in the middle of my car. I drive a manual. She then told me that I didn't need to use that because her car didn't have that and claimed to be a mechanic. Oh. That is definitely up there on the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I really like the fidget stick. I feel like we should just call it that from now on. Do you drive a fidget stick? I almost made an inappropriate joke. The children at my son's elementary school have started referring to me as a Karen and mocking my chic hairstyle. Is there anything I can do in the way of legal action to prevent this? I am deeply offended. Someone wrote back, well, posting a question about suing 8-year-olds is probably the wrong way to beat the stereotype. How do elementary school children have enough effect on you that you are deeply offended? That's the real concern. Just heard an American woman angrily tell an airport employee, if you don't speak English, then why are you working here? Ma'am, you are in Shanghai, China. You're kidding. You are kidding. The thoughts in my head are not polite right now, so I'm gonna walk away from the situation and I'm gonna move on to number 4. Oh, a 1-star review. It is trash. You can see from the response what type of establishment this is. The response from the owner, here we go. You've never even been to my restaurant. You left a review because you lost an internet argument with my family member on Facebook. You are a sad, pathetic human being and just know we feel bad for you. The tea was spilled. So this has nothing to do with business. This is a personal matter and you tried to ruin my business because you're angry. That's shady, man. Come in and try the worst coffee one woman on TripAdvisor had in her life for everyone to see. One woman said that we provided the worst coffee she's ever had in her entire life. Hey, a win is a win. Like, how is coffee that bad? Oh, you know what? Really watered down coffee. Blech. Or when you get grinds in your cup. Blech. So I get it. Guy at a store was carrying 5 pallets of toilet paper. Woman shouts, oh my God, I can't believe this, and starts filming him going, are you proud of yourself, sir? He gives her a funny look, then starts putting the rolls on the shelf, revealing his name tag. He was a worker restocking the shelf. That's embarrassing. I hope you apologize
Immediately.
You acted too quickly, Karen. You judged a situation too soon. Don't bother calling for takeout. They put you on hold and never come back. Another 1-star review.
David.
All right, Frankie D's, the owner, wrote, sorry for your inconvenience. The server taking your order had a seizure while doing so and couldn't complete the process. When you showed up to retrieve your order and it was not ready, even though there was an ambulance in front of the restaurant and we were tending to the medical emergency at hand, we offered to complete your order at that time. I am sorry that you declined and chose to complain in a public forum. David. That's terrible. Where is your heart? I hope the employee's okay. I went to Wendy's in Randolph only because I was so hungry. Lost my appetite after I got stung by a bee? Manager just said, let me know if it swells, and walks away. I went back to her and she tried to avoid me. Well, that doesn't work for me. I asked her, aren't you supposed to fill out a form and kill the rest of the wasps? Oh, I'm too busy now. Someone wrote, you complained to a restaurant because a bee stung you? Huh? What? They can't control that. I remember we had a wasp problem when I worked at Tim Hortons and we had to have all these like wasp traps and stuff like that. But ultimately, I cannot control if a wasp gets in here and chooses to sting you. Have you ever been to a restaurant that does not give you the change when you pay with cash? My bill was $47.20. I gave the waitress $100 and she only gave me back $53. I called over the manager, which was our waitress. She said we don't usually carry change. I told her to give my $100 back and I'll pay with a credit card. 80 cents would not kill me, but it's the principle. If they do this to everyone that pays cash over a year, that could be a lot of money in their pocket. Someone wrote, I'd redo your math. In my head throughout that, I'm trying to do the math to make sure I wasn't like going crazy. Everyone take the time to just add that up real quick and you'll understand. But even if they did what she said, this is all for 80 cents. 80 cents. Today was supposed to be a happy and exciting day because I was getting induced today at 5 a.m. I got a call at 4:45 telling me not to come in because they had too many active labor patients and not enough nurses, and that they would call me when they have a room ready. I am so pissed. So what if I was in active labor? Where would they put me? This whole COVID BS is really pissing me off. I don't care how short-staffed they are. I don't care about how many other people that are in active labor. I had an appointment and they should have took that into consideration. Now is my doctor is not available to deliver my son and I just get some random doctor, I'm gonna be even more pissed. And by the time I do get there, it'll probably be all the rude nurses who are sick and tired of working because they had to pull doubles. So forget today, rant over.
Oh, wow.
Someone wrote, active labor patients take precedence over a scheduled induction. That's every hospital and even before COVID. Obviously, I've never been in labor. But I feel like this is not a COVID issue. Someone who is physically in labor would have to take precedence over a scheduled appointment. You are not in labor yet. This person is physically birthing a human and we need to attend to them. No matter what, this would give me anxiety. That's why I'm not a mother.
Grater's ice cream. Yummy.
Giving you what you need today. Facts. Can always use ice cream. Hello, it's Ash Wednesday. Thousands of Cincinnati Catholics fast and certainly don't eat ice cream or appreciate your ice cream ad on this particular day. Didn't realize Grater's is anti-Catholic, but I'll remember that next time I'm buying ice cream. Okay, that's dramatic. Because they post about their product, which happens to be ice cream, yes, you're right, that makes them anti-Catholic. 100%. That's exactly what they said, actually, in what they tweeted. Older model car parked on local street. I've driven older cars than that. Can someone do something about this? I've tried the police and the blank office to no avail. We pay a lot of money to live in this neighborhood. It's outrageous that we should have to look at cars with such a low Kelly Blue Book value. Oh God, what I would do to see some of the responses to this. I'm so sorry, Karen, that you have to look at my older model car. Because maybe to afford this
Fancy neighborhood.
they splurged a little on their house that they just can't afford a new car right now. Dear anonymous passerby, don't worry, you're safe now. Your act of casual cruelty was successful. The complaint you lodged with the HOA was heard. They had me take down the small tree fort that I built on this location with my sons during the pandemic. No longer will its presence offend your walk/past my house. Please enjoy your stroll free from the sound of my children's play and laughter. They are safely back inside now, watching television, I'm sure. Enjoy the unobstructed view of my backyard. I will try to keep it up to code. Best, Dave. That is just
Enough.
do not mess with tree forts, okay? And I take this personally because one time there was this little forest around my neighborhood and I built with sticks and anything I found this really cool fort, and then they built a house. They built a house there, like rightfully so. But I was so sad. I'll never forget the heartbreak when I saw them tearing down those trees. All right, you guys, more Karens were detected. You better sound that alarm. We need like a Karen alarm. I'm getting out of here, you guys. Stay classy out there and stay sassy. Oh my God, there's really people walking this earth feeling this way. That's what's mind-boggling to me, that these types of people exist.